Creating interactive audio in Unreal Engine just got a whole lot easier. Proximal One is a modular proximity and trigger-based audio framework built with Blueprints and MetaSounds. It takes Unreal's powerful audio features and wraps them into one easy-to-apply flexible system, purpose-built for responsive music, spatial sound and dynamic in-game playback. Stick around to the end of the video for a screen recording of one of the demo maps. Whether you're composing, designing ambiences, or syncing layers to gameplay, Proximal One gives you tight control, real-time feedback, and a clean, scalable workflow. To get started, place the clock blueprint into the level, then add an instance of the audio blueprint for each sound you want to use. You can choose from 5 built-in Quartz clocks or sync to an existing clock in your project. This allows you to seamlessly integrate Proximal One into your current audio system with support for real-time tempo updates to ensure time-based effects stay in sync. Use the included audio demo files or import your own. You can use the included audio samples as they are or use them to generate procedural melodies. The loop start time and duration are marked in each file name to speed up the setup. Just set the start point, duration in beats and tempo and you're good to go. Here's a quick example of some of the demo sounds included with the asset. When the player enters a collision box, the audio can trigger in sync with the Quartz clock, allowing for DAW-style precision with layered music or ambient sound design. If we enable live editing mode, we can hear the changes we make to the sound while playing in the editor. Live edit mode is one of Proximal One's most powerful features. It lets you tweak and hear changes to your audio setup in real time, directly within Play in Editor. No need to guess what your changes may sound like. Adjust filters, pitch, gain, LFO settings, proximity curves, any variable, and instantly audition how it feels in game. And when you're ready, hit K to save your edits before returning to the editor. You can also solo or bypass individual instances if you need to hear an instance in isolation. The pitch of each audio instance can be transposed or randomized on play to match a musical scale. You can choose from a wide range of scale presets to ensure your sounds stay harmonically aligned. For example, one-shot samples placed along a path can play back at random pitches while still staying in tune with the rest of the project. The Wave Player Remixer rearranges audio samples to create new rhythmic or melodic patterns. Using seed values, you can generate repeatable variations or string together up to 4 different seeds for evolving playback behavior. Proximal One supports user-imported MetaSounds and includes templates to build your own. Fully compatible with the built-in modulation, visualizers, and mixer tools. Simply set the audio source mode of the instance to custom MetaSound and then load in a MetaSound source asset. Several real-time visualizers are built in to help with audio adjustments and placement, available in editor or at runtime. Here's the proximity fade visualizer, which displays the active gain area. You can adjust the maximum volume curve, the fade curve type, the axis of influence, and set it to center or edge fade on each axis with the ability to invert the direction of each. This makes it ideal for placing audio in detailed 3D spaces like rooms, tunnels, or layered zones. The filter visualizer does something similar. In this case, the whole rainbow represents the entire frequency range. It can be used as a visual reference to determine the proximity range of the cutoff by sight. The custom MetaSound visualizer, like the proximity fade, gives a visual representation of the proximity variable that can be assigned to any MetaSound parameter inside the graph when a custom MetaSound is loaded. Proximal One supports Unreal Sound Attenuation System, enabling spatial panning and optional occlusion. You can scale the spatial area and adjust its location to precisely define how the player perceives the sound. Each audio instance includes 2 customizable filters as well as a low-end roll-off filter. Choose from a variety of filter types and control parameters dynamically using proximity. Set minimum and maximum cutoff ranges and use the visualizer to aid with positioning the sound. To create more interesting sounds or add some variation, we can use the 2 built-in LFOs which can modulate the pitch, gain or filter cutoff. LFOs can run freely or in sync with the Quartz clock. You can enable the random rate setting for a more organic feel, or use the random step LFO type with seed control to create repeatable or varied rhythmic patterns and use a sequence of up to 4 different seeds. With the random step LFO controlling the pitch, we can choose from a list of different musical scales to create melodies and use the AD envelope to shape the fade in and fade out of each triggered note. Each audio instance can have its own delay effect and can easily be sent to 2 reverbs of different sizes on the submix. Also for level control, each instance has its own compressor and limiter. There's also a global limiter on a submix to help control the overall level. You can view combined peak levels from all instances by enabling it in the clock blueprint settings to ensure things aren't getting too hot. Proximal One dynamically selects from several pre-built MetaSounds depending on your settings, each one optimized for performance, using only the effects needed. This keeps your project efficient, even at scale. Instances can be triggered on level start, on player entry into the collision box, or via exit triggers sent by other instances. Stopping behaviors are customizable too. MetaSounds can be triggered to stop in a couple of different ways. Stop on exit of the collision box, or stop on collision with a selectable static mesh actor in your level. Once stopped, the audio can be set to play to the end of the sample, use a customizable fade out, or stop instantly. These stop methods can occur as soon as a stop trigger is activated, or it can wait until a set quantization boundary has been met. Perfect for creating reactive audio zones and seamless transitions. Proximal One is a complete system for creating musically intelligent, reactive and spatially immersive audio in Unreal Engine. Whether you're designing layered adaptive scores or dynamic ambiences, Proximal One gives you total creative control with the workflow of a modern sound designer. Node graphs are powerful, but they shouldn't get in your way. Proximal One keeps your focus where it belongs, on the sound.